Sanmonani, hello everyone. I've started a video about narcissistic church leaders, people who are very, very abusive in a church of God. After I did video, I think it was a long time ago, so I just wanted to follow up on it because this subject will take a long time for us to cover. I don't know about any other countries, but here in South Africa, I've seen that leaders have just become so much narcissistic. And as I said before, that you'll find that they talk the talk and then they walk the walk. But if you come close to them, that's where you can see that these people are just in for themselves. So anyway, today I just want to make it easy for people who are listening. Let me just put a disclaimer here. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I studied a bit of psychology at university for the first, second, and third. That was undergraduate. So it's not. I'm not close to be qualified to be even to talk about this topic. But as a pastor, I'm really worried. I'm really worried because that might be me, that might be somebody else, and destroying people of God and making people don't sleep at night, making people have sleepless nights because of the way we carry ourselves and the way we think of ourselves, And as I said before, church is so much. You can come as a narcissistic person and then you can do whatever you like, and because especially in South Africa, people are so much gullible. They can really do whatever as church leaders we want them to do. So anyway, in psychology, if you listen to any psychologist, if you study any books and if you study any literature or any abstract or anything like that, you'll find that there are 4 different kinds of narcissistic people, which I find this for as important for us as church people. The first one is they call it grandiose narcissism. Grandiose, as the word says, grandiose. In the simple way to understand it, just understand the sentence when the person says, "I'm better than you." That's what grandiose people think. They say, sorry about that disturbance. That was my son. He wants to go back to do some slip and slide. But anyway, if you want to understand this kind of narcissistic people, they think that they are better than everyone else, As I said before, that bear in mind that they don't care about anybody else except themselves. So this type of people, they think that they're better than you. So if you understand that sentence, you get it. You understand how they think and what they think. So they think they're better than everybody else. So, and number 2, the group that we call malignant narcissism. Malignant, I find this group very dangerous. This is a very dangerous group of people, malignant ones. To understand these people, just understand the sentence when they say, "I will do whatever it takes." Their success is just they think that they can do whatever it takes for them to be successful, to be in the pedestal. They just don't care about anybody else except themselves. And these people are dangerous because if you read different literatures, you'll find that they close to be psychopaths. To be honest, many psychopathic people are like this kind of people that they can do whatever it takes. They can destroy people's lives, and who cares? They just say, "I don't care. I just wanted what I wanted." Grandiose, on the other hand, as they are better than you, but some people are in relationships with these kinds of people that they think that they want to be in a center stage. They want to be better than everybody else, which is not that dangerous as the second group, malignant narcissistic people. These ones are very dangerous. So that's a second type of narcissistic people. And the third type, which is dangerous but it's hard to see and hard to spot, is covert narcissism. Covert, as the word said, covert. So what the sentence that I like to read is that when they say, "I'm a great artist, but the world never noticed my talent." So they make themselves like victims, but at the same time, if you listen to the their statement, you can see that these people still think that they're better than everybody else, but in a way that they put themselves as victims in all of this, that the world is the problem, not themselves. Nah, they don't the world. It's just that you guys didn't notice my talent. So that is why, this and this happened. If you're in a relationship with this kind of person, you are really, really going to have a very tough time. Let me just go to the one that really frustrates me, what we call communal narcissism. All right, let me just read the sentence so that you can understand why. They say, look at all the great things I've done for the world. Most of these people, you find them in church, you find them in NGOs, non-profit organizations, non-profit companies, non-profit organizations, non-governmental organizations. You'll find them going to orphanages, going to churches, going to wherever they can help people, and in that they put themselves, in the pictures instead of putting whatever they were doing in the pictures. But the thing is, they want the world to know that they're better. They've done this for they just think that I've done great things for the world, and these people are very dangerous because, to be honest, they don't care about people. Bear that in mind. They don't care about you. They only care about themselves. So these are the 4 types of narcissistic people. I just wanted to draft them and put them there in a very layman's terms, in a very simplistic way, to warn people that I know some of you have seen what I've said. They've seen these 4 types of people already in church, and they are your leaders. They are your leaders. That's so sad. That frustrates me very badly. And as I said to you, that I've met some, at some point I just didn't know, you end up thinking that I'm losing the plot. There's something that is wrong with me. With the grandiose, though, it's easy to spot because you can see that they only think about themselves. They only think about themselves. It's easy for the grandiose because they think that they're better than you anyway. Even in a meeting, if you're meeting this kind of a person, you can see that they don't just care about your ideas. They don't care about what you say. It's all about them, because you are stupid. They are smarter than you. So it's easy to spot this one. And then it will be easy for you to step away and just try and protect yourself. And then the malignant one, I would just say, if you've got this kind of a person that says that I can do whatever it takes for me to succeed, that's a bit dangerous, I don't know how to say this. In church, we mostly have 60% of these people, they are just like this. They can do whatever it takes for them to succeed. Let me just tell you that some of them, they go to, here in South Africa, I don't know about the other parts of the world. As I said in my first video, they can even use witchcraft. They can even use muti, which we call African traditional medicine, which is like magic. They can even use those kinds of means to succeed. Some of the pastors have gone to Africa to find some spells and some mutis to come and use so that they can succeed in church. Some of the pastors have even come forward to say, look, I went to this place, I went to that place to find muti so that I can attract crowds, so that I can do miracles, so that people can just say, wow, look at this man of God. It is so bad. They can do whatever it takes for them to succeed. These are very dangerous types of people. And when I say they can do whatever it takes, I mean they can go to our traditional African doctors to find mutis that can help them with their success, not because God is giving them way to success, but because they are using some additional stuff for them to succeed. In as much that if whatever they went to the traditional healer to use, if it has to kill people, they just don't care. They can kill people, and then for them to become millionaires and for them to become respected, to get that power. Because at the end of the day, it's money and power. Rest assured, at the end of the day, is money and power, especially in church. I don't know in a normal way, in a normal life situation. I grew up in church, so I've seen this, and it is so bad. It is so bad. We had prophecies. We had different prophecies. People prophesying, saying that this and this and this and that. And when you find out, you find that their prophecies are being staged. Or their prophecies, they are using something of magical nature. You know, it is so bad. This kind of malignant, narcissistic people, they can do whatever it takes to destroy our lives in the name of wanting to succeed. So, and the covert narcissistics, they were a hard one to find, but to be honest, I don't mind if somebody makes himself a victim and hide behind those words, although they are dangerous, but it's hard for us to spot them. But what makes me mad, you know, working in an NGO, working for non-governmental organization or non-profit organization, it is so sad to see that we've got narcissistic people even there. You can see the videos on Facebook, you can see videos on YouTube, you can see videos everywhere. You can see videos, you know, the way they, you know, putting themselves in that high position to say that, look at all that they have done, you know, and then, you know, they might be helping children, which is so sad. I always wonder if a DSD always make sure that they can spot these people, but I don't think they do. So you find our kids that are very much in danger because of these people who are narcissistic, people who wants them to you know, they use kids for themselves, you know, so that they can look better in the world. It is so bad, guys. It is so bad. It is so bad. I don't want to talk about my experience on this one, but it is so bad. You know, the only thing I always say is that when I was working for a non-government organization, the only thing I've learned is that I mustn't treat people bad. That's all I've learned. That's all I'm prepared to say at the moment. But that opened my eyes as well, you know, looking at the leaders that are thinking about themselves, not about people that are called to preach the gospel to. And to see the leaders coming to say, we're going to help orphanages, we're going to help our adults, and then start old age homes, and then end up abusing those people, you know, in the name of being, I'm helping you. So it's tough. It's tough. So people are in a relationships where they're dealing with narcissistic people in the church, you know, being praying and asking the Lord Jesus to change their lives. I'm sorry to break this news to you. These people don't want to change because they don't think there's anything wrong that they're doing. The only thing wrong that they are doing is that they are being caught out. You've been clever. You can spot them and you know what they are doing that is wrong. That's all they are worried about. Other than that, they just really don't care. They won't change. The sad part is, I can advise you. Let me just put this advice in front and say, don't confront a narcissistic person. Just leave it. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Because at the end of the day, they think you are the problem, not themselves. Not themselves. They think you are the problem. So just leave it alone. The best way to do is just get away of the relationship, get away from the church, get away from that organization, and don't share much, because whatever you share, they can use against you. Whatever information you're telling them, whatever anger you have about them or against them, it will come and bite you. So just get away. Get away from that situation. Just go smoothly, nicely. Don't share any future plans. Don't share nothing. When I mean don't share, I mean zero. I mean don't say nothing. Just go away. Just go away. Some of the psychologists will even suggest that just make no contact. Just make no contact. You know, they will use their monkeys. There are people called monkeys in psychology, people that they will use so that they want to know what you're doing after you leave them. So don't worry about that. Just leave them. If you can even shut shut them down on Facebook, shut them down shut them down on Instagram, shut them down on all the WhatsApp groups, shut them down everywhere. Just make sure no contact, so that you will save your life. It takes time. It takes time. Don't worry. I know. It takes time. It takes time. It is sad. That's a painful process to go through. So I can say, in honest fact, that and say that we need to pray for church. We need to pray for our churches, especially in South Africa, where these kinds of people has infiltrated the church and they are leading, and they are destroying people's lives. And then, if they are being confronted, they just blame people. That is why I said to you, don't confront them, because at the end of the day, it is a very bad feeling to go away from the situation and to be thinking, you're feeling so bad because you've been told that you are the problem. Actually, you are too sensitive. You are too sensitive. You are so bad. You don't understand. You take things too serious. All of those things, whilst you've been attacked and being hurt. So I would suggest that, you know what, don't confront narcissistic people. Just leave them alone. Just get out of this situation. I know, rest assured, I know that as a human being, what you need to do is to share your heart out, because you think that you're dealing with normal people. They're not normal. They are sick. I said in the first video that these people are sick. So just don't bother. Don't bother. They won't change. They don't care about you. Who are you actually to deal with them? Because they don't see nothing wrong. They only see things that you are wrong. As I said, that the grandiose think that they are better than you anyway. So why do you think you can deal with that? Malignant, they think that they can do anything. They can even lie their way through. In church, they can lie and cheat and steal and destroy people's lives. They just don't care. Covert narcissistic people, they will be saying, yeah, I'm being treated like this, but I'm still better. I'm still better. I'm still the best thing ever that ever existed. That's so coveted. They think they're best artist ever. They think that the world doesn't understand them. They think you don't understand them, but they are better than anybody else. But you guys don't understand them. For us who are working in church, including myself, I always have to check to say, if I'm posting something on Facebook or on Instagram, am I putting myself there and think that I will say to people, look at me, what I've done for these people, what I've done for this world, what I've done for this organization, what I've done for these kids, what I've done for these old ladies, for an old and all their fathers. So it's just, you need to be careful, because that's narcissistic. This is narcissism. That's narcissism. So the only thing I can advise us as churches to pray. Let's pray. I think on my second video is to try and find solution in this problem as church people. Because I don't know about in any other world, as I say, but here in South Africa, especially where I am, we are so Christian people are so gullible. They believe any leader that comes in front of them and preach the gospel, and you can spot the narcissism from the distance. But our church folk, they don't see that. We need to pray for our church, guys. This is a very sensitive subject for me, because I've survived very, very bad narcissistic relationship with my bosses where I've been working. So I've survived that. I'm still surviving, to be honest, because as a survivor, you cannot say you were there, because some days you just feel that, yeah, what I went through was not good. So which is why I'm sharing this, because I know on first experience how it feels to be looked down upon, to be told how bad you are, in the name of whatever, And then if you try and confront a narcissistic person, you end up you get out of the office and thinking, I had a meeting with the devil today. I don't know if some of you have ever experienced that I had a meeting with the devil. You feel it, you know it, no matter what you've tried to explain, or no matter what you've tried to say, at the end of the day you were a problem. And then you went out of that office, or of that boardroom, of that meeting, feeling that, what on earth was I dealing with today? Yeah, definitely you were speaking with the devil. That's true. You didn't know. It's narcissistic person. They only think about themselves, not about you. They don't care even if they hurt your feelings. It doesn't matter to them. That's how they're wired, and that's how it will be. You don't think you can change them. As I said, don't confront them. I'll leave that advice in that video for now, and then I can take over this issue next time. I'm just so sad that this is happening in church in front of our eyes. It's bad. It is so bad. But anyway, we'll pray that God will help us, guys. In Jesus. For those who are struggling right now, I'll pray for you guys. Not in this video, but maybe in the next video. Thank you. Bye.